I don't think people knew about it, but when I went down, the table it just literally like disintegrated. And I went down on my left side and I couldn't walk for about 2 weeks. So the kind of fact I had a broken nose kind of gave me an opportunity to rest my back, you know. You know, the biggest thing for me was, I was just talking to Shinsuke. We were at the, I think it was in, what was the second day? Was it Leeds? I was like, man, I remember the feeling of coming out to, you know, the ring when I first started, like just getting like, for some reason coming to the UK brings back a lot of memories. UK and Ireland bring back a lot of memories for me from when I first started, for more than any place else in the world. And I think it's because, you know, going to the shows, and I was doing tryouts and coming to the UK shows and the UK arenas, and the vibe, there's just a different vibe and feeling about the UK shows than there is in the States. And it's definitely special, you know what I mean? And the crowds are amazing over here. I like me, Drew, Wade Barrett, like literally, like, you know, getting in the ring and all the superstars around the ring watching us, you know what I mean? That was, you know, me, Drew knocking out Wade's tooth, and me having my hands taped up like with boxing, but not knowing how to wrap my hands with a boxing thing, and then having a tryout match, and then gradually the wrap coming off more and more and more, and me trying to pull it in more and more and more, and then just becoming a complete disaster. And then nobody's watching the match, they're just watching me trying to fix my big stupid red hand wrap on my hand. But somehow still I got hired somewhere after that. But no, but like there is definitely a feeling when I come back here where it just brings back a rush of memories of how I started and what I went through. And I think that's important because sometimes we forget the journey and we forget what brought us to the dance. Because you can get used to anything, you know what I mean? And sometimes, not that we take it for granted, but you know, you can like forget like how much went into getting to where you are. Oh, I think me and Finn, I think the first time we were here, we actually did a couple of matches when he was an NXT champion. I was Money in the Bank winner. And then we had a couple of matches in the first 2 days of the tour as well. Stuff like with Walter and Cesaro. And then, you know, like, so that sort of vibe. And different style of matches too. You know, longer matches. And we have a lot more fun. We're not confined by TV time and, you know, minutes and stuff. So, but I think like on this tour, for example, definitely will be Walter and Cesaro and me and Finn Balor. Like that's their matches that have never been seen on TV. Yeah, SmackDown or Raw, I think, you know, he has to move on to the next level. Like he's done everything he can in the UK. He's longest reigning NXT UK champion. He fits right in there with our roster. He's big, he's aggressive, like, you know, his matches are hard hitting, which I love. I love to step in the ring there with him and tear it up. So I think, yeah, I definitely think there's a huge opportunity there for him to, he's showed everybody what he can do. So, you know, and people know him as well. So he'd be walking in there, you know, with a name as well. Like that groundwork he's put in over the years will definitely stand to him. Man, I had so many matches. It's so hard to kind of like, some matches I've forgotten about that I'll be reminded of if I see clips of them or something like that. That's really like how hectic our schedule is. But I think the matches with Drew, the pay-per-view one before Mania at the Thunderdome was a big one for me because I put everything into that match. I put everything into that run going into there. Matches with Bobby, grueling matches with Bobby and Keith and Drew and Riddle. It was just like, I just kept pushing forward. And I think the match we had at the Thunderdome was crazy. You know, I got suplexed on the concrete floor and there was cables under it, so my back got messed up a little bit. And then of course the match with Damian Priest when I gave him that white noise through the table. I don't think people knew about it, but when I went down, the table it just literally like disintegrated. And I went down on my left side and I couldn't walk for about 2 weeks. So the kind of fact I had a broken nose kind of gave me an opportunity to rest my back, you know. So So yeah, those two were pretty tough. And Damo's like got a background in like martial arts as well. I think he's a black belt as well. So we beat the shit out of each other. But that's how I like it, man. You know, I always feel guilty if I go into the match and I don't give it my all and don't bring my all, because my goal is to bring another level out of my opponent, and the crowd eats it up. That's what they want to see. That's the only one I'm looking at. I've said that from day one. After I finished the run with Cesaro, where we won 5 tag team championships, you know, that was the only thing left on the radar. And yeah, now I'm back in SmackDown. I was sure during the draft they're going to flip Damo and Shin, but they actually kept Shin on SmackDown. So I'm just waiting for my opportunity. Just off the bat right now, I'm just going to go with current, because we always talk about the past, but I'd definitely say me, Drew. As much as, you know, there's animosity there, you're just looking for a team to win, right? So me, Drew, Cesaro, Walter, and I'm trying to think of somebody else that we could stick in that group. I'd say let's go with let's keep it kind of European. Let's keep it this side of the water. Let's go with Ridge Holland. I would just say, you know, it's time to dust off the shoes, the ones and twos, you know what I mean, and get back over to see the greatest show in entertainment, WrestleMania. How could you want to miss it? We missed you guys last year, obviously, because you know, we had only a certain capacity, and obviously people in the UK weren't allowed to come. But I feel like the full and real energy of WrestleMania will be next year in Dallas, Texas, when we get everybody from Ireland and the UK back over to where they belong. WrestleMania. Steal the show, guys. Show those Americans how it's done. Blow the roof off the place. Is there a roof on the place? Partially. Blow the partial roof off the place. I think it'd be amazing. I think it's highly possible now. We've shown with the pay-per-views in Saudi Arabia that like the time difference isn't a major factor anymore, especially if it's on a Saturday and Sunday or Sunday. Well, last SummerSlam was a Saturday, so depending either Saturday or Sunday, I feel it would work great, because, you know, people are going to watch over in the States, and I think right now more than ever, like we've shown how much of a global giant WWE is, not just an American company. So I think it would be fantastic. I think it would give you a new experience. I think to bring the fans here and in Europe and Ireland would be so like appreciative of it. You know what I mean? It will be like feel like another once in a lifetime opportunity. So I think the tickets would probably go in record time, and I think it would be an unbelievable show. But time difference thing was a thing in the past. I feel like now with the way we have things, network and all that going, Peacock over there, WWE Network here, that it's very, very possible, and it should happen more often. We should be doing pay-per-views, especially the big pay-per-views in different countries. If it wasn't a boxing match, yeah, of course. If it was a boxing match, I don't know how long, you know what I mean? I don't know how long that would go, but he's hard to hit, Tyson. For such a big guy, he's hard to get a smack. You just watch him move, you know. But if it was a wrestling match, yeah, no bother.